Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be sharing with you guys this super glamorous, very simple Christmas inspired makeup look. So I asked you guys on Instagram what makeup look you guys wanted to see me do for a Christmas look, and I kept getting gold makeup or glitter makeup. So I decided to combine both and bring you guys this really beautiful, looks really intricate but really isn't, gold glittery makeup look. So this is what it looks like right here, and I decided that I was going to show you guys my full face because I've had questions about like my face makeup routine, and I've had questions about how to do a wing liner, and I've had questions about how I fill in my eyebrows. So I just decided to just combine all of those questions that you guys have and put it all in one. Of course, my routines always change constantly with new and better techniques, because I feel like makeup is always something that changes, at least when it comes to like techniques and whatnot, and something that you can always like learn and get better at. And it probably took me about maybe 35 minutes to do my full face of makeup, including lashes. I am wearing magnetic lashes, which I mentioned on my Instagram story that I'm not a fan of magnetic lashes, but just whenever I'm filming, it's so fast and easy. And because I most likely am going to take them off right after I finish filming, I don't really care too much. I'm like, whatever. They last for like about, I'd say 30 minutes, and after those 30 minutes it just starts coming apart. So I personally don't recommend magnetic lashes, but I'm wearing them anyways. So I wanted to share with you guys my lip combo. So today I have on Alamar Cosmetics Coqueta lip liner, which is one of my favorite brown lip liners. It is perfect if you are a woman of color and want to wear nude lipsticks, but nude lipsticks tend to look really like crazy on you. I feel like this is gonna just look so gorgeous on you. Or if you ever want to deepen up any of your nude lipsticks, this is gonna be a great shade for you. It is super pigmented, and you don't need like a lot of pressure to really get a lot of color payoff. So if you use a lighter hand, if you're fair skinned and want to use this, I would recommend just using a lighter hand with it. And then I top that off with Gerard Cosmetics Iced Mocha, which is a beautiful like plummy nude. That's a very cool tone plum. I really like this color. I don't really know if it goes that well with the makeup look though, because I feel like it's a little bit washed out, but I think I managed to salvage it with the e.l.f. lip plumping gloss in the shade called Mocha Twist, which I will, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. I will tell you guys that the e.l.f. plumping lip gloss, it does have that like tingly, like bee sting sensation on your lips. So if you don't like that, I probably wouldn't suggest it, but I think it's a gorgeous color, and I feel like it gives really good color payoff too. So if you guys are interested in seeing this really beautiful and simple makeup look that I feel like will be perfect for Christmas, New Year's Eve, or whatever fun occasion where you just want to look a little bit more glamorous, then just continue watching.
So we're going to go ahead and start off by doing our eyebrows. I'm using a little bit of the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 4 just to fluff up my eyebrows. And then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and take this Elemis Priming Moisturizer. It gives you a really beautiful fresh glow to the skin and really makes the makeup adhere very, very well. And my skin was feeling a little tiny bit more on the dehydrated side. So I just went ahead and took some of the Hydra Mist from Gerard Cosmetics and put that right on top just to kind of add a little more moisture. Then I'm taking my Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to go. I'm taking some of the brow wax on a spoolie, and I'm just going to give myself a little bit more of a bushier brow. And this is also going to help to make the product adhere a little bit better. So I'm just mixing both of the different shades. I believe this is the dark brown brow to go. And I'm just taking the angled brush and filling in any sparse areas, kind of creating hair-like strokes to make it look more natural and soft. You guys can see the difference between them being filled in versus not being filled in. Then I'm taking the Naked Honey palette, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with the shade called Hive. I'm going to go ahead and apply that into the crease. I'm actually using some Luxie brushes that I got in my boxycharm box. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of Luxie eye brushes, but we're going with it anyways. Then I'm taking the shade called Drip on an angled brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that into the crease. I'm kind of creating like a cut crease type of a look, but I still want it to be really soft. So I'm just going to go ahead and just apply that in the crease and deepen things up some, and then taking a little bit of sting on that same angled brush, kind of creating like an eyeliner like angled shape, and applying a little bit of color on the outer V, blending everything together with the blending brush from earlier. Then I'm going to go ahead and take some of my brightening shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my lid to go ahead and cut out my crease. I'm using a flat synthetic brush and just going to go ahead and just blend that out. This gives you a beautiful base and makes sure that the color that you apply adheres really well. I'm taking the shade called HBIC, and I'm going to go ahead and just apply that right on top with a flat dense brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a wing liner. So what I like to do is I just like to look in the mirror straight with my eyes open, and I go ahead and create as the wing as long as I want it. Then at the tip of the wing, I just go ahead and kind of create a little triangle, connecting it down towards the middle of my eye. Then I go ahead and create my line and then just fill in the little triangle. This is going to give you the perfect wing liner every single time, as long as you have your eyes open so that you can kind of see what it looks like. And you guys can see both of the lines look almost exactly the same. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of color corrector. I'm going to go ahead and just apply that underneath my eyes and around my mouth, which is where I get the most darkness. This is totally an optional step, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm also covering up this little acne scar. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my perfector sponge, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out. If you guys do want a custom palette, you guys can check out the links down below so that I can help you curate your own custom palette, because this whole entire palette is a custom makeup palette. So then I'm going to go ahead and take my foundation shade, my base shade, and just apply that on my jawline, my nose, and my forehead. And we are going to leave the other areas blank because we're going to go in with the contour shade. And this contour shade here does give you coverage, so you don't need to put foundation underneath it. I'm just going to go ahead and just apply that a little bit higher than where my cheekbones are, and on my forehead as well as my nose. Sorry about the email alert that just came in. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my brightening shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that underneath my eyes and mostly in the inner corner, and also to kind of clean up my nose contour. It's going to make it look a little bit more sharp, a little bit more snatched, I guess you could say. Then taking my perfector sponge, it is damp and this is a denser sponge, so I really like it because it makes sure that the product just kind of blends out but doesn't get absorbed into the sponge, and it just gives you a beautiful flawless finish. This takes me about a minute or so to blend everything out to perfection, and we're just going to keep blending until we get it nice and smooth. Then taking a little bit of the cream blush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my cheeks. You can use your fingers for this, but I decided to just use a synthetic brush. Taking the bottom of the sponge and just blending that out to give me still a lot of color, but just a nice, more diffused look. Then I'm going to go ahead and set just the areas that I feel like need to be set, which is mostly my under eyes, my T-zone, around my smile line, and my nose as well. And then I'm also just cleaning up my contour underneath just to make it a little bit more sharp and defined. Then I'm taking that same damp sponge and taking a little bit of powder highlighter and just gonna go ahead and apply that on my cheekbones. I love this because it gives you still a bright look, but it looks like skin. Then setting everything with a little bit of setting spray. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take this Pixie glitter. I love this because it already has basically the base, so that you don't have to apply like glitter glue or anything like that. It just applies just very effortlessly. Taking that same flat synthetic brush from earlier and just applying that right on top. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of my highlighter and apply that into my inner corners of my eyes. This always completes my look. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm just using the Glossier what's this called? Lash Flick. That's what it's called. Sorry guys, kind of spaced out there. I'm going to go ahead and apply some magnetic lashes. You guys know that I'm not a big fan of magnetic lashes, but it's all that I had around. I already put down the eyeliner right on top of the liner we already created, so I'm just plopping these on. It's very easy to do, but the issue is that as you wear them throughout the day, the liner just kind of wears off and the lashes look kind of funky. But you guys see the difference that lashes make. I went ahead and applied my lip color, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video if you guys want to know the combo. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys do decide to recreate this look, I would love it if you guys would tag me at Michi Makes Up, and I will probably share your recreation. Have a great and safe Christmas.